Instructor.
Bow to intermediate level student and beginner students at home. Let's go ahead and begin with our relaxed breathing. Place your feet a comfortable distance apart, hands on the lower abdomen with your lips lightly sealed and teeth gently meshed together. Allow your eyes to close and begin focusing on deep, relaxed breathing. As you breathe in, feel your abdomen go out. And as you breathe out, feel it come back in. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Be relaxed. With each breath, begin to imagine a cascade of relaxation flowing down the body from the top of your head all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. Feel your face and jaw relax. Feel your neck and shoulders relax. Chest and upper back relax. Shoulders and arms feel heavy. Feel your stomach and lower back relax. Feel the flow of relaxation through your waist, into your hips, through the thighs and backs of your legs. Allow your knees to soften. Feel your calf muscles relax. Your ankles relax. And the bottoms of your feet relax. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Be relaxed. Next time that you breathe out, go ahead and open your eyes. And go into embracing horse, so separate the feet shoulder width apart. Turn those toes in slightly so the outside edges of your feet are parallel. Bend those knees, sit back. Circle the arms back and around. Release, straighten the legs, lower the hands. Circle the arms up, inhale. And press the palms down to exhale. Okay, so let's go ahead and run through several times what we've done so far. I know last class I didn't really deeply discuss the the pullback, press, and push, but let's go through that anyway together, and then we'll take a look at those in specific. And if I have any in-person questions, we'll deal with those, and if not, we'll see where we are at the end. Okay, so let's begin. Step left.
Step left.
Commencement. Ward off right. Ward off left. Ward off right. Pull back. Press. And push. Good, reset. Do one more time without any instruction, and then I'll start adding in some of the cues, since I know these are new moves for some of you. Step left. Commencement. Ward off right. Ward off left. Ward off right. Pull back. Press. And push. Release and reset. And sink down and step left. Sink down a little more. And then commencement. Remember, lead with the wrist, let them float up, fingers stretch. Sink wrists and elbows back down to your side. Ward off right. You're going to shift to the left, pivoting on that right heel. Form a circle with the hand, right hand on top. Shift to the right, release the left heel, sink down, step in, step back, heel, toe. Shift to the left, turn to the left, turn the right toes in. For ward off right, we're going to turn a little bit more to the left so that I can release this right heel, sink down, step in, step back, heel, toe, shift to the right, switch the hands, turn to the right, turn the left toes in. So we've done those quite a few times. So now we're going to talk about the instruction going into pull back, press, and push. So from here, your feet are not going to move. My weight is going to shift between my front foot and my back foot, but my feet are not going to move otherwise. So you're going to turn a little bit more to the right, left hand by right elbow, shift your weight to the back leg, turn from the waist, lowering the hands, left hand goes down, back, and around. I'm still on my back leg. Left hand touches right wrist, shift forward onto that right leg for press, follow through, clear the hands, shift back onto the left leg, lower the hands, shift forward for push. Okay, from here, just let's reset the hands, so leave the feet where they are, and now you're back in your ward off right, so left right palm up, facing you, left hand palm out. And for pull back, you're going to turn a little bit more to the right. You're going to shift back with the legs, lower the hands. Left hand goes down, back, and around. It meets the right wrist. Shift forward for press. Clear the hands. Shift back. Shift forward, push. Do that one more time, so reset. Pull back, so turn a little more. Shift with the legs, lower the hands. Press, so shift forward. Clear the hands, shift back, lower the hands, shift forward to push. Okay, release. Any questions?
No.
No, okay. So I'm going to demonstrate it as kind of so switch places with me. You're not switching places, I'm just going to change my direction. And I'm going to show all of that from facing you, a couple of different angles. So let's see, so this is review. Review. New stuff. Again, and then I'll talk about some stuff in just a second. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Things to think about. Go back to your knee kung. Don't let that knee cave in. So what I'm talking about there is, do it from the front, let's see if that helps. Watch this knee, it stays out the whole time. I mean, it's gonna change position as I straighten it and bend it, but I'm not letting this knee collapse in. See the difference there? So it's rounded out throughout. That's a knee saver. And that's one of the things that those Nei Kung exercises help so much with, is it helps train you to be able to hold your knees safely out over your toes. Do not let the knee collapse. This is a little bit of an advanced concept, but the sooner you can get exposed to it, the easier it will be for you to integrate it. In Tai Chi, you kind of have to, if you're trying to turn left, you have to go right a little bit. So you go right to go left, you go left to go right. The reason for that is that's what frees up the weight in our feet. So, let's see. If I'm just here and I shift back, I can't turn my waist as well. I just feel a little, not stuck, but I don't have as much range. Whereas if I turn just that little bit here, now I have an overturn, that happens too. I just turn a little bit, that puts about 10% more weight on my front leg, which loosens this back leg up so I can lead with this hip. That will not make sense to you if you have been training for just a couple of months. If you've been training for a year or so, that can start to make some sense to you. So if that's helpful, great. If it's not, chuck it. But that's why you hear us say, turn a little bit more to the right. Or in that first ward off, we're in ward off left and we're trying to go ward off right. Turn a little bit more to the right, to the left. so that it frees up our feet to step. So that's why you hear us say turn a little bit more. And it is just a little bit. People will have a tendency to way over rotate, and that's not helpful either. I've lost my head suspended, I've lost my tuck, my middle back kind of hurts, my knees feel weird. So it's still keeping that shape that we've worked on in Ne Kung. So it's just that amount of rotation where this maintains the alignment, okay? So let's see, from the front. Turn a little bit more to the left. Notice my lower body did not shift. My knees, my hips, I stayed here. Now, shift with the legs first. This is all going to get smoothed out as you do it more. But first, be very distinct that you shift before the hands come down, back, and around. And I'm still on that back leg. I don't shift until I'm ready to do press. And I clear the hands. My shifting is what brings my arms back, and my shifting is what pushes the arms forward. These in particular can kind of start to be simultaneous. It's easy, these are some, not simplest moves, but the moves you do the most in the form. And I've noticed that the shifting kind of gets blurred with the hand techniques. So I'm going to show you correctly. I'm going to do it from this angle. So I've done my ward off left, ward off right. This is correct. Versus I don't know if you can see the difference, but where this is happening simultaneously, or sometimes this doesn't happen at all, and the hands do this. So that's another thing that I see. Where my arms are doing everything, my legs really haven't shifted. I don't expect you all to like glean all of that at once. And just like I said, I'm just trying to plant seeds. And if there's one thing that's helpful or that you're able to keep track of while you're doing it, that's awesome. So there's upper follows lower. Upper and lower follow each other. That's a concept. That's one of the 10 important points. And it's really evident here. So my hands can't move till my lower body gives me some movement. Then this can follow through. Then my legs start the movement, which is what pushes the arms into press. My legs start to shift back, which is what allows these to wind up for push. I start the push, and then my hands continue. Does that make sense? Any questions? No? Okay, so let's run those together. Let's start from the beginning. So the whole sequence up till then, and really think about that shifting from one leg to the other. Focus on the feet first, hands come second, okay? Step left. Commencement. Ward off right. Ward off left. Ward off right. Turn a little bit more. Here we are. Pull back. So I'm going to turn a little bit more. Shift the legs, which is what lets the arms move. Reconnect. Shift from the legs. Generate press. Legs is what starts the hands coming back. And shift forward to push. Again. Begin. Ward off right. Ward off left. Ward off right. Pull back. press. And push. So what I'd like for you to do is take a minute, practice that on your own. I'm going to kind of walk around and see how our student here is doing. So just 30 seconds to a minute, and then without me constantly talking at you, just try it on your own, and then we'll come right back.
I am having some balance issues.
Mhm.
I'm going more off left, more off right.
Okay,
I'm not sure what I'm quite doing.
let me see.
The beginning of just that.
Wherever you have the trouble. So from there?
Yep. Right here.
So the ward off right looks pretty good. We'll talk about this on the camera. This is good.
When I'm coming in,
Yeah, I know it's weird, but face me this way. Let me see that again. I think your stance could be just a hair longer and wider. Give that a try and see if that helps you, like, find that space. Yeah, that looks good.
yeah,
Is that better?
I can already feel it.
Good. Okay. Good question. Okay. Did you get some practice time? So one of the in-person questions that we had was feeling off balance between that initial ward off left to ward off right. Anybody having that trouble? I know I did. So what was able to fix that was a little bit of a foot adjustment, a stance adjustment, which I will talk about right now. So if you had trouble, say where he was having difficulty, so you got to here, you got to here, you got to here kind of okay, but then getting to here was difficult. And it turns out for him, his stance was a little bit short for his size. And he was a little narrow and he was a little bit short this way. And when that happens, you feel teetery and it's hard to get that, well, if I turn left then I feel it doesn't feel right. So if you, while you're practicing at home, find that you can't, like getting from one move to another doesn't feel right, play around with your foot position. Remember that double dragon's foot placement. Two common things are, it's three things, but it's mostly these two things. It's too narrow, so when I say narrow, I mean this way, so you end up tightropey in your double dragons, you're here. Remember, double dragons is shoulder width apart, about, walking lunge. If I'm too far forward, I'm stuck, feel like I can't move from one foot to the other. And if I'm too narrow, then I feel teetery and off balance. So think about that shoulder width walking lunge and make a foot adjustment if you find that I can't get from this move to the next move. Whenever you have trouble with a specific move in Tai Chi, it usually roots back to a move one or two before. So I figured that would be helpful. I'm glad he had a question because it's a common question and it's something that, well, you know, it's kind of like, well, if this doesn't work, try this and this. So those are two things you can do to troubleshoot a move at home. And as always, you can take a picture, take a video, send us, you know, when I do this, I can't get this, let us know and we'll address it on camera as well. Did that help?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Okay, so let's do that from the beginning one more time. And then kind of feel like, let's go ahead and preview single whip. And please, if this is overload, like help me out here. Like if it's, you know, we could really do like a bunch more moves. We got it. Or you know what? Hold up. It's too much. let us know, because it is kind of a learning process for how to pace a class when we can't get a whole lot of in-person feedback. So we're listening. But that's what I'd like to do. Let's run it from the start through pull back, press, and push, and then we'll preview single whip a couple of times. Step left. Commencement. Ward off right. Ward off left. Ward off right. Pull back. Remember, legs first. Press. And push. All right, bear with me. If you know this move, bear with me still, because I'm going to break it down. Shift back. Straighten the arms. Turn to the left, turning the right toes in extremely. Continue turning to the left. Shift to the right. Form a circle with the hands, right hand on top in a beak. Sink down, step in, step back, heel toe. Shift to the left, lift the left hand, turn to the left, turn the right toes in. Mouthful. Again, let's pick that up from the end of push. Single whip, shift back, straighten the hands. Turn to the left, right toes get turned in extremely. Continue turning to the left. Shift to the right, form a circle with the hands, right hand on top in a beak. I've also released my left heel. Sink down, step in, step back, heel toe. Shift to the left, lift the left hand, turn to the left, turn the right toes in. When you finish, you are here. So fingertips on the left hand are basically in line with your shoulder. The right beak is actually a little bit behind your shoulder, just a hair, and the beak is a little bit higher than your shoulder. So it's definitely got an open feeling to it. I'll see this sometimes. I'll see, what else will I see? I can't quite picture it. But that's the road mark. Fingertips, line with the shoulder. The beak arm is a little bit behind my shoulder, and the top of my wrist is about where my shoulder is, maybe a little bit higher, okay? All right, that's about it for basic training. We will continue working on single whip. In the meantime, send us your questions. We'll be sure to address them. Keep practicing. Yeah, glad you're here. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and bow out of basic training. We follow the 5 hearts: faith, respect, perseverance, patience, and humility.
Bow to head instructor.
Bow to intermediate level students and intermediate, basic, beginner, intermediate, advanced, black sash, whatever mixture we have at home. Glad you're here. Basic training is